Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, I spent a good chunk of time learning about this tutorial right here. The Seneca development will show you how to profit from the life support needs of the nearby Martian colony. And somehow I pushed a button that stopped my recording. So I had spent at least probably 20 minutes, or at least 15, if not up to about 25 minutes. So I was just sitting here just talking to myself out loud and not doing the tutorial in the video. With that being said, the idea is just like in real life about making a profit. That for this tutorial, it talks about how you want to go and not be in the negative in certain aspects. And for an example, when it comes to aluminum in this game, you don't want to be at negative 0.5. You want to be in the positive, so you're making a profit. Was the generalization of that tutorial, and doing things to make it where people were happy that there was a thing called the pleasure dome, and you put it next to other people, you get revenue off of it. It was just mainly talking about getting a profit, not being in negative, being in debt. Being in debt is not a bad thing, but you don't want to be overly in debt. You want to be able to handle the debt in some ways, is what the general idea when it came to that tutorial. So right now I'm still recording. I'm going to be looking over here and there to make certain I'm still recording, because I might have done something, because it's only a 30-second video. So I sat here again for 15 minutes minimum, half an hour. Anyways, we're going to get into this next one. Make it work. Learn from the reclamation industries what it takes to win a market competition against economic rival. Being morally flexible is a plus. Make it work. Reclamation Industries provides opportunities for hard workers beset by unfortunate circumstances. By committing to a 5-year contract, debts are forgiven and records expunged. Sam Moreno will show you how to identify an ideal founding location for setting up a successful scavenger outpost, and a good way to start off strong. It is getting hot in this room. Woo! And you guys get to see nice little sunshine. The colony of New Amsterdam has just opened its border to outside investors. It's quite possible that you will face some competition in the marketplace. Reclamation Industries was founded as debt repayment work. Oh, I'm a slow reader. A new home. There are few things you need to know about Reclamation Industries before you can help us found the Scavenger HQ. First off, we don't use stainless steel as a building material. It's good for stuff that's over-engineered, but our low safety standards allow us to use carbon compounds as a primary building material. Huh. Interesting. Carbon compounds. That's interesting. Carbon? Carbon is found in around impact craters. We can extract rapidly and convert it to a wide range of construction supplies. People question using construction materials that haven't been field tested yet. People should really mind their own business. We use aluminum and glass to build our structures. Why is most of the map dark? Time to learn how to identify a good spot to set up shop. The most important choice you're going to make is one of the first ones required. Where to set up the Scavenger HQ. We know the locations of mineral deposits surrounding the nearby colonies, but we need to perform deep scans to verify some types of those minerals. Scans. Yep. basic scouting and retcon. Click an area nearby to perform a magnetic renaissance scan. This icon is where you know resources are, but we don't know how much more than that. We're expecting you to spot a few good locations before you decide where we found. Don't let us down. I won't. So we gotta scan for 3 suitable locations. Founding locations. Okay. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna. So we're gonna probably want to go like. So we can't go there. We want to get as much of this land as we can. So we can't do that. That's okay. Because I don't want to do it right here, because then we'd just be taking up this space. And we can use that other one. So I'm thinking that's not bad. And then this, we can go and just do this. Beautiful. And then well, actually, we could always go. Maybe like this. This would actually be better suited for us if we were to go down here. Okay. Beautiful. That's a solid spot to found the scavenger HQ. It provides the construction supplies critical for upgrades, along with plenty of water to supply the life supply needs for our crew. I like this kind of place. So we'll go right here. And then we'll go right here. Beautiful. So many options. Here's an interesting spot. It's tricky because the construction resources aren't strong and the closest water isn't great. But silicon is always useful for both glass and electronic production, and having good geothermal so close by makes this location very tempting. Keep in mind that our start would be off the get-go. Okay. You go up here, which we already have this location already founded. And she didn't really mention too much about. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So there's another one that is just not. So we can't. Okay. There we go. That's a hell of a lot of carbon and aluminum. This would give us a fast start and would allow a quick upgrade with plenty of core construction materials. I wish there was a better supply of water nearby. Life support matters. Some of us brought our families on this venture. Starting fast is good. Our luck seems to be running high at the moment. You're making me no longer regret letting you tag along. Since it seems you're so charmed, why don't you make the call on where to found the scavenger HQ? But I don't need to know more. When we found any resources under the scavenger HQ getting strip mined, it's a good burst of resources, but we can't accept them as a supply later. Can't access them as a supply later. You can always spend time carefully weighing the strengths of every hard call. There comes a time when you need to trust your instincts. Time to decide. So fast upgrades. What should we allow it to where we didn't? Balanced. Diverse resources. So you have diverse, balanced, and fast upgrades. You gotta be when it comes to the online, so on and so forth, you got to be quick with this. But with me, I'm playing a tutorial, so I can take my time to an extent. Faster upgrades would be nice. Man, diverse resources, that's pretty nice. Balance is always nice. It makes it where we're not so far behind on being able to upgrade quick enough, but yet we're not, like, it's balanced. I'm going to go with probably this over here. We're going to go and, yeah, we're going to go with the diverse resources. That way we have quite a few options. We're not going to be fast with upgrading our stuff, but it's not going to be a bad option. We're taking a huge chance moving out here. Some of us didn't have much to lose in the first place. I wasn't satisfied working for another to profit. Frank couldn't afford his home payment, and now he's got a 5-year plan. Different backgrounds, same goals. Some of our crew are even... Okay, I just want to make certain that I'm still recording. Okay, some of our crew are recently parlored. I can't pronounce that word. The one thing we have in common is hope. Is Frank a criminal? Just because some of us have debts to repay doesn't give you the right to look down on me. No one lives a life without a few regrets. I'm going to come to full account for my shortcomings. Be careful about conclusions you're willing to jump to. Enough of the lecture. Our ship just landed and there is work to be done. Start gathering some construction materials and get water flowing to our headquarters. Okay. So we need to go and build 2 quarries. On carbon. Water, iron, silicon, carbon, low. Okay. Build an aluminum mine. Mine on aluminum and build a water pump. Okay. So we need to build this. Go ahead and do... It's a little bit further out, but there's a lot more to it. We'll go ahead and do that, though, just so we can get a positive into it. We'll go ahead and build a metal mine. A metal mine on aluminum. Low and low. Okay. Metal mine on aluminum. 0.1. So they're both going to be the same thing. And then we'll build a elemental quarry. We need to build 2 of them on carbon. Efficient and resourceful. I love reclamation industries. While others mine iron and have to refine it for steel, we build straight from carbon. It reminds me of contract Henry Ford made with a machine shop. There were strict guidelines for how to package and ship the engines they built, down to the type of wood used. After the engine was delivered, the crates were pulled apart and used as floorboards. Every angle was key to the design. Nice. A little something for nothing. Because of our reputation, the scavenger HQ isn't our business center. It's also isn't just our business center. It's also our primary residency for our workers. None of us expect easy living, but we do require our daily square, a hot shower, and clean air. We can take some debt we can take on some debt to buy oxygen and energy from the colony for now, but we should get some farms online before we take the next step. So they wanted us to build farms first. Debt is accrued 3%, $113. Woo! Okay. So they wanted to build the farms first, probably. That's what they were saying. So we need glass to build the farms. Greenhouse farms, we need 10 glass, which we have 40. We need to build 2 of them, so that's 20 of our 40 that we have. Okay. 15 carbon, which we have plenty of carbon. So we can build 2 of those. Also, we do need to go and actually upgrade this first. Okay. Right on. Now we can go and put this in any general spot. There's nothing really specific when it comes to this. 0.82, 0.82, 0.82, 0.82. We'll go ahead and put this over here then. And then we need to go and build a water pump again, which doesn't cost anything to build a water pump. So let's go ahead and build that over here then. So now we're getting a 50% bonus plus this being a 2.47. So we're going to be making some good amount of resources when it comes to the water. Not bad. A fine start to this endeavor. We've got a reliable production of most of our construction supplies, and we don't need to be buying food or water from the colony. We're all in this together, or out here. That's all we can rely on. That's all we can rely on. Hello, neighbor. I am excited to be nearby your location for this business venture. So many new things are happening each day. Competition brings out the best in us. I am expecting a package soon. Please let me know if by accident it is received by you. Will do, and good luck. Looks like we got some competition for New Amsterdam's business. Fresh from Yoshimi. From Yoshimi, the latest in human replacement technology. Trust helpers ever working till the end. More like helping the rich take even more. Damn robots. They seem to be nice to me. You should have snagged that vent while we had the chance. Now our competition has the shiny energy source we left high and dry. And it won't stop here. This whole endeavor is one big competition. We're fighting over the land, resources, and most importantly, the colony's business. What's our first move? To win this competition, we'll need to outsmart, outproduce, and outsell them. A good indicator of our value is our stock price. It always appears next to your name. Let's begin by producing some wind turbines so energy costs don't become their profits. Sounds good. So they want us to make wind turbines so we're not in the negative for amount of money that we're producing. So again, they're going to probably the further away. Yep, the further away is going to cost 1.1. That's kind of nice. Go ahead and do one over here then. Okay. This is a great chance to make some extra cash with our surplus energy production. We can invest in more energy producers, but when the energy crisis is over, we'll be left with some useless land claims. If these bots hadn't snatched that geothermal source, we'd be the only energy suppliers in town. Too late now. This here is one of those times when being an undesirable is desirable. Our business is on the straight and narrow, but there are plenty of folks scrapping by, involved in activities that are less than legit. So many of our workers have suffered under the thumb of a big business. Many of them independent prefer working with us. You represent a gang of thugs? Allow me to introduce myself. Call me Raskolnikov. Okay. Nikov. I represent a group of independent contractors operating wherever works to be had on this frozen wasteland. We've called the black market regulars by locals. If you're serious about surviving out here, you'll refer us to us as friends. We provide exceptional services at competitive prices. When you find it hard to compete with business as usual, we can provide more interesting options. We deplore organized crimes of any type, which is why we are so proactive in damaging the interests of those so-called honest endeavors. There is nothing so organized or so criminal in its nature than what is commonly regarded as a corporation. What we will sell you the services and tools you will need to quickly remove that smug smile from the self-satisfied elites you are loggerheads with. And nice to meet you. Raskolnikov's a good man to have a friendship with. We're going to hire some of his associates to enact a mutiny on that geothermal plant the robots seem so proud of. There's money to be had on the energy market, so we don't need to share it. You want me to steal it? Our lives and futures are on the line here. Most of us have families looking to come off-world with us. Fighting over scraps here is an improvement over their lives on Earth. If it's a choice between me and mine and some job-stealing corporate algorithms, you best believe it's not a choice, even a choice. If it makes it any easier, think of it as borrowing sugar from a neighbor. They'll get it back soon enough. Wow, we're looking kind of rough on this money situation. Purchase a mutiny from the black market. Hit the opponent's geothermal with a mutiny. KayFray allows you to secretly manipulate the prices of resources on the market. Shh. Huh. Purchase mutiny. A 3-second cooldown triggers goon squads. Mutiny allows you to bribe an opponent's building to work for you instead. Eventually, the workers will return control of the building to the original owner, but until then, you get all the profit. A profit of $333. Okay. That geothermal plant is redirecting its power our way for a while. Time to enjoy the fruits of someone else's labor for a change. Let's expand the Scavengers HQ so we have the land claims. With those claims, I suggest we push into glass production. Why glass? We need to continue upgrading the Scavenger HQ at a reasonable price. This will lead us to continue to move into the markets as they become valuable. We also would like to move into electronics. The robotic factories from Yoshimi need electronics to upgrade, and their consumption will move to the price upward. They're also used to build some advanced buildings. Unfortunately, we simply won't have the claims to support that level of production for a while. It's better for us to stay focused in strong production than spread ourselves too thin. I'll trust you. So upgrade the Scavenger, build a wind turbine, build an elemental quarry on silicone, and build 2 glass kilns. So they want us to go ahead and we're only at 15, but we're going to use 10 of it. Go ahead and upgrade that. Go ahead and build a wind turbine, which doesn't cost any glass. And we'll do it over here on this other side. we're going to go ahead and build a elemental quarry. Again, we don't need to use glass. We're looking at silicon, 0.1 on energy and carbon for that. We need to do it on silicon. So -1, this game is 1.1. And then we can do the next one. If we were to continue, we could get more silicon by doubling it right over there. And then now we need to build 2 glass kilns, which, again, production 0.55, consumption of -0.2, 0.25. Oh man, we're looking kind of rough on that, which we can't do anything about it. According to this, we can't go and build a electrolysis reactor, unfortunately. So right now we're at a -0.2, and that kind of worries me because we're going to go even further. We're going to be at a -0.45 and a -1, so we'll be at a 0.1 with the energy or the silicon, but that's okay, I guess. Again, there's no specific spot. Guess we can go over here probably, and we'll put one right here too. Do you retain a memory of the geothermal plant? Recalling its story brings us complex connections within. You do not understand our relationship to energy. We have carefully constructed an example. This is called teachable time segment. Sorry about that. I was told to do it. We just told on her. Human consumption equals food. Observe green factories of water consumption. EMP discharge will make those inoperable. Please, hunger and emptiness. Leave neighbor alone now. Please learn. This is an awful way to treat a neighbor. We deserve it. Like, we went and we took their stuff. We deserve it. We deserve it. I can't believe the nerve of them. Our people need that food to stay productive, and they know that. If they want to play hardball, we will certainly accommodate them. Let's buy some electronics to build a hacker array. This will be a most useful addition to our business. I thought hacking was illegal. The hacker array intercepts intra-space communications and adds a little something extra. Instead of food supplies are en route for delivery, no imminent delays present. This message received by the colony becomes no food supply, imminent delay present. The effect on prices is almost immediate and provides us with a huge edge. Oh, that sounds totally illegal. Allows us resources to secretly manipulate the prices of resources on the market. Upgrade this scavenger hut. We're only at 5. We need 15. So we need to go and sell some stuff. Is that right? Yeah, we need to get 5 more. So we need to get. Oh, we got plenty of money. Shit, I didn't realize that. Beautiful. And then now we need to build the hacker array. Now we need electronics. Actually, oh, here we go. We need to get a little more electronics. Hacker array. I guess we can put it over here. Use a goon squad on your hacker array. Costs 1,000. This is interesting. Okay. And actually, the video is actually working, and so the next video we'll go to continue, make our way down the tutorial, get the gist of this.
The hacker array is finished. Time to change our passwords.
Use a goon squad on your hacker array. Huh. Glad to see the mutiny was to your satisfaction. Seems like you're getting good advice from Sam as well. Anytime you build something worth having it, Jesus, my phone is blowing up. It pays to invest in some protection. My goon squad will ensure the safety and security of any location you are concerned about. Protection is not their only function. If a competitor is foolish enough to target a protected site, my team will capture and reverse engineer a response for use at your leisure. Sounds like an insurance policy. So now we gotta use the goon squad. Electronics look promising. Oh my, it looks like they are trying to take advantage of the attack they launched on our farm. Not as innocent and helpful as advertised, but what is? Seems they haven't decided to begin construction on electronics yet. Now is the time to get electronics production online and use a hacker array to short the supply, which will drive prices sky high. Sounds like capitalism. Use a hacker array. Metal mine, electronics, factory. I'm not seeing anything specific. Use a hacker array. Turn off hacker array. Use the hacker array. This will select your hacker array in the game. If you already have a hacker... Okay, here we go. Sends out a disinformation to convince the market that the electronic shortage will raise the price for a period of time. Give the hackers time to get their job done and to spread misinformation on the wire. Get those electronic factories constructed and make sure that our life support needs are taken care of. We've been borrowing from the colony long enough, and it's time to build some electrolysis reactors. We'll be self-sufficient soon. So there's nothing specific of where at again. Because we can just build it. I like the idea of putting it out here.
Dangerous explosives available to the highest bidder.
Place of bid. I'm still sore about the malicious attack on our farms. This dynamite could be used to teach those heartless machines a lesson in cause and effect. Don't worry about how much cash we have on hand. Auctions are paid by taking on a loan, which will increase our debt. Click on that button to raise the stakes and let those robots know we mean business. Dynamite. Sounds safe. Sure. black market auction. So $6,000. Oh my god, what are you guys doing to me?
Sold.
Okay. Diamond is good, but it's not worth that much. They must be pretty desperate for revenge to pay through the nose of for that. I'm not saying that we've dropped in on them at that price, but I think we ended up with the better bargain. That plus our little insurance policy on the hacker array makes me smile. But I wanted that dynamite, so we need to build another reactor. So we need to pretty much put them in any of these spots. We'll go ahead and put it right there then. And then we need to build 2 electronic factories. So we'll put one right there, and then we'll put one right here. This is like a child bidding with their father's money. Hello again. Our attention is once again diverted to behavior which is unbecoming of our neighbor. You have built the array of lies. A demonstration is prepared to hasten your retirement. Instead of deception, let me show you the concept of destruction. You probably shouldn't touch that.
Caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Dragoon squad intercepted dynamite by Rennie 6. Mess with the bull. Try as hard as they might, they just can't keep up with us. Almost makes me feel bad for what we're about to do. Looks like we've got some free dynamite and a nice little target. Time to have a little fun. Those poor robots. So we can go and destroy a greenhouse, metal farm. We can destroy the geothermal. Also, we can actually look at it where they're losing money off of certain things, getting a net profit. This is them actually making money, so we'll go and target that. So much sadness. There is a concept kindness. I wish that this word was expressed better by you, our neighbor. This loss of our metal mine brings me no happiness. It is worth certainty that you are now labeled rival. We are only delayed. A repair is shortly forthcoming. Our relationship is beyond repair. Goodbye. Try using it on me first. There you are. Gotta love that powerful statement some high-powered explosive can make. Making friends is fine, but in this business you don't have a choice but to make some enemies. I hope you enjoyed trashing some automated butt. At Reclamation Industries, a fresh start is available for all. I may need a fresh start too. Excellent news, guys. We completed the 3rd campaign, and again, unfortunately, the previous video I recorded for about 30 seconds. Somehow the video did not get recorded as much as I did for the corporations, but like what I talked about before, it was all about stakes, about resources, about production. How much are we making a profit is what the idea was when it comes to the corporations. Corporations are people where we have to make a profit. Next up in the next video will be better living through chemistry. New meridians will show you methods to outpace the competition through the applied sciences. And then the following will be the power within. Paulo Rubini will be your life coach while you try to achieve new levels of personal greatness. Requires completion of better living through chemistry to unlock. And then IO University. Joji 5 will highlight the unique challenges of operating a business on the moon of Io. So we got 3 more left. Unfortunately, we didn't get that previous video, like I said, for the corporations or people, but we got this video right here. Right after this video is done with me with this, I'm going to go ahead and finish the recording, get it started uploading on YouTube, and then once it's getting done and it's finished and it's on the YouTube, I'll be taking this computer into my living room. We got a ZCam Sports Talk going on tonight, and then it will be for the post NBA draft power rankings from Mike, Zach, and myself. And then after the free agency, we'll have a second power ranking talking about the free agency. So gonna be coming out with more content here in the near future, guys. Thank you for all that have